almost midnight. Your cat could be sleeping anywhere right now. There's a warm pile of laundry on the floor, and there's also their favorite spot on the back of the couch. There's a bed in the next room that was bought specifically for them, with a blanket and a little raised edge and a tag still attached. And yet, here they are, on your chest, on your legs, pressed against your ribs. Not your roommates, not your partners, not the guest who came over last weekend and tried so hard to win them over. You, every night. Most people assume cats sleep on a person for warmth, or because the spot happens to be comfortable, or because cats are just weird. But the behavioral science of the last 15 years tells a completely different story. What your cat is doing right now, choosing one human out of every possible human in their world, and laying their entire vulnerable body on top of that human, is one of the most deliberate, neurologically loaded decisions a cat ever makes. And almost no owner understands what they've actually been told. Let's start with the warmth theory, because it sounds reasonable. Cats love warmth. That part is true. The average cat's preferred environmental temperature is around 86 degrees Fahrenheit, much warmer than humans like it. A human body, sitting at 98.6, is essentially a small living radiator from a cat's point of view. But here's the problem. Your cat has options. There is the windowsill in the afternoon sun. There is the top of the refrigerator, which is always slightly warm from the motor. There is the spot in front of the heating vent. There is the laundry basket full of clothes you just took out of the dryer. There is, in many houses, a heated cat bed bought for exactly this reason, untouched in a corner. If warmth was the goal, your cat would rotate through those spots. Many of them are warmer than you are. Many of them never move. None of them roll over at 3 in the morning and almost crush them. So why do they still come back to you? Because the warmest spot in the house is not the point. What your cat is choosing is something else entirely. And to see it clearly, you have to understand something about cats that has only been proven in the last 6 years. For most of modern history, scientists assumed cats did not form real attachments to humans. The thinking went like this. Dogs are pack animals. Dogs evolved alongside us for 15,000 years. Of course they bond. Cats domesticated themselves much later, around 9,000 years ago, and they did it for food, not company. Cats, the assumption went, tolerate humans the way they tolerate weather. In 2019, a researcher named Kristen Vitale at Oregon State University decided to actually test that assumption. She used the Ainsworth Strange Situation Procedure, the same test developmental psychologists use to measure attachment in human infants. The cat is placed in an unfamiliar room with its owner for 2 minutes. The owner leaves for 2 minutes. The owner returns for 2 minutes. What the researchers watch is the cat's behavior at reunion. A securely attached infant, when the parent comes back, calms down and re-engages with the world. An insecurely attached infant clings or avoids or stays stressed. The result, published in Current Biology, broke a long-standing belief about cats. 65% of cats tested showed secure attachment to their owner, nearly identical to the rate found in human infants, nearly identical to the rate found in dogs. Cats form attachment bonds with their humans that are, functionally, the same kind of bond a child forms with a parent. They have a safe base. They have a person whose presence regulates their nervous system. They have, in attachment terminology, a primary figure. And here is the part that connects to where they sleep. A securely attached individual, child, dog, or cat, does something specific at the moment of greatest vulnerability. They seek proximity to their safe figure. They move closer, not further. When the lights go out and the house is quiet, and the cat enters the most defenseless state any predator can be in, the destination is not random. The destination is the person whose nervous system, their nervous system, has learned to trust. That is who you are to them, not a piece of furniture, not a heat source, their safe figure. But this raises a harder question. How does the cat actually know which human is theirs? You probably assume the answer is obvious. They live with you, they see you every day. But cats live with multiple people. Cats meet strangers all the time. Cats encounter siblings, partners, roommates, parents, dog walkers, cat sitters. And yet, in a household of 5 people, a cat will often pick exactly one and stay devoted to that one for the rest of its life. So what is it actually reading in you? It turns out several things at once. In 2013, Atsuko Saito and Kazutaka Shinozuka at the University of Tokyo ran a clean experiment. They played recordings of voices to cats inside their own homes. The voices were strangers calling the cat's name and the owner calling the cat's name in random order. What they measured was not whether the cat came running. Cats almost never come when called. What they measured was the subtler signal: pupil dilation, ear orientation, head turning. The cats responded significantly more to their owner's voice than to identical sounding strangers. The study, published in Animal Cognition, was the first hard proof that cats can identify their specific human by voice alone. They knew who you were before you even walked into the room. Voice is one channel, scent is another, and it is more powerful. A cat's olfactory system contains around 200 million scent receptors. Yours contains 5 million. The chemical signature you produce, the combination of skin compounds, sweat, hormones, what you ate, what you washed with, is, to your cat, more individual than your face. Researchers studying feline social cognition have found that cats will spend significantly more time investigating a t-shirt worn by their owner than one worn by a stranger, even when the shirts are visually identical. Your cat is not sleeping on a body. Your cat is sleeping on a signature, a scent fingerprint that they have memorized, mapped, and categorized as safe. And there is one more layer, the one most people miss. The signature can change. A new soap, a new partner, a recent illness, even a shift in diet can alter that scent. When a cat suddenly hesitates, or sniffs you for longer than usual, or chooses a different sleeping spot for a few nights, what they are reading is the change in you. They are not being strange. They are running a check on the safe figure to confirm the figure is still the figure. Once they confirm it, they come back. Now think about what they are actually agreeing to when they curl up on your chest. A cat in deep sleep, what's called paradoxical sleep, the cat version of REM, is almost fully paralyzed. Reflexes drop, reaction time goes to nearly zero. In the wild, a sleeping cat is a dead cat, unless the location is hidden, defensible, and high. Every instinct in your cat's brain, instincts inherited from a lineage of small predators that were themselves prey for owls and coyotes and larger cats, screams at them to find somewhere closed and concealed before they lose consciousness. And what do they do instead? They walk past every closed cardboard box in your house. They walk past the dark space under the bed. They walk past the cat tree, the closet floor, the spot behind the couch. And they climb onto the chest of a creature that, biologically, could roll over and end them in half a second. There is only one explanation for that. It is the same explanation a primate biologist would give for why a baby chimpanzee sleeps on its mother's body. It is the same explanation a developmental psychologist would give for why a human toddler crawls into a parent's bed during a thunderstorm. The location is not chosen because it is hidden. It is chosen because it is trusted. And the trust, in cats, is chemical. When a cat is content, its brain releases oxytocin. Not in the same continuous flood that dogs experience, but in measurable pulses, tied specifically to social contact with a familiar human. A 2005 study from Jaspereni and colleagues, and more recent work from Mills's lab at the University of Lincoln, has confirmed that physical contact between a cat and its bonded human produces a clear neurochemical signature in the cat's body: lowered cortisol, raised oxytocin, slowed heart rate. It is not the same as the canine oxytocin loop. The cat's version is quieter, more reserved, more cat. But it is real, it is measurable, and it is happening on your chest right now, every night that they choose to be there. There is one more thing happening in those hours that almost no one ever talks about. And once you understand it, you will never hear a cat purr the same way again. A purring cat is not just expressing happiness. Purring is a self-regulating system. Cats purr when they are content, yes, but they also purr when they are stressed, when they are injured, when they are giving birth, and sometimes when they are dying. The purr is not a mood, it is a tool, a way the cat soothes its own nervous system in any extreme state. But the tool does not stop at the cat. The frequency of a domestic cat's purr sits between 25 and 150 hertz. This was first documented in detail by phonetician Robert Eklund and colleagues, and the range turns out to be unusually specific. Between 25 and 50 hertz is the exact band that human medicine uses in vibration therapy to stimulate bone density. Between 100 and 150 hertz is the band associated with reductions in muscle tension and lowered blood pressure in human subjects. The cat is purring to regulate itself, but the vibration is passing through your ribcage at the same time. A pet behavior study tracked the heart rate variability of cat owners during contact with their bonded cat. Heart rate variability is one of the best measures of how relaxed and regulated a nervous system is. The owner's HRV consistently rose during contact. Their parasympathetic nervous system, the rest and recover branch, activated. Their breathing slowed. Their stress hormones dropped. In other words, your cat lies on top of you. Your cat purrs. And while the purr is calming the cat, the same vibration is calming you. Two nervous systems from two different species regulating each other through a contact point of roughly 8 pounds of fur and bone. This is not a metaphor. It is one of the strangest physiological exchanges in the animal world, and it is happening on your chest in the dark, and most people sleep through it without ever knowing it. There is one last thing you need to know, and it might be the most important part of this video. If your cat has been sleeping on you for months or years, and one night they stop, do not brush it off. Cats are creatures of ritual. A nightly sleeping spot is not a casual preference. It is a fixed point in the cat's world, anchored by attachment, by scent, by the entire neurochemical machinery you just heard about. When a fixed point disappears suddenly, there is almost always a reason. Sometimes the reason is environmental. A new person, a new pet, a renovation, a moved piece of furniture, even a different laundry detergent on your sheets can shift the scent landscape enough to make the cat hesitate. Cats are exquisitely sensitive to small changes you cannot perceive. But sometimes the reason is medical, and this is what most owners miss. Veterinary behaviorists have identified abrupt changes in sleeping location as one of the earliest behavioral indicators of physical illness in cats. Hyperthyroidism, kidney disease, arthritis, dental pain, and feline cognitive dysfunction in older cats can all show up first as a quiet break in routine. A cat in pain may avoid jumping onto the bed. A cat with cognitive decline may simply forget where they used to go. The veterinary literature is clear on this. Changes in attachment behavior often appear weeks before any physical sign a human would normally notice. So if the nightly ritual changes, pay attention. Watch for other small shifts: eating, litter habits, grooming, the way they hold their body. Your cat does not have language. Behavior is the entire vocabulary. So tonight, when they come back, watch what is actually happening. They walk past the cat bed. They walk past the sunny laundry. They walk past every safe corner in your house. They climb onto your chest. They turn in 2 slow circles. They settle. They begin to purr. And what you are looking at is the endpoint of a chain that began 9,000 years ago, when a small wildcat decided a human village was worth approaching for the first time. It is an attachment bond proven in a 2019 study from Oregon State. It is a voice they identified out of 1,000 other voices in a 2013 lab in Tokyo. It is a scent signature they have mapped onto your body like a fingerprint. It is a moment of total physical vulnerability, given freely to a creature 15 times their size. It is a purr running through your ribcage at exactly the frequency that calms your nervous system, even as it calms theirs. Your cat did not pick the warmest spot in the house. Your cat picked the safest one. And in their entire world, the safest spot is you. If this changed how you see your cat, subscribe to the channel and tell me in the comments where your cat sleeps tonight. I read everyone.